Hi everyone, it's Sandy Reese with Stampitcrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me today for our live tutorial this Thursday. I have a really cute shaker card to show you today using the Splash and Relax bundle. This is so cute. It's I believe it's an online exclusive, and we have another bundle that's coming out on July 1st that kind of coordinates with this, and they have a couple overlapping images, but lots of fun summer images that aren't in here with the die set and some washi tape. So really cute. I would show you a sample, but for some reason my samples from classes this month have all gone missing. I don't know where they are. So we're just gonna get right to it. I think that'll be better. Okay, so we have our Splash and Relax bundle. The stamp set has some different sentiments, a couple of beach balls, and then some pieces to make the little inner tube, which is right here. And then here's our beach ball. Now we have a ton of other die cuts. We have sunglasses, drinks, we have a hat, and some flip-flops. So lots of fun pieces. And we're gonna be using the flip-flops and the inner tube today. All right, let's bring in our pieces. So we have a basic thick white card base. And then we have some of this designer paper, and we have another, this is from that, oh man, I'm gonna post all the supplies and measurements on my blog because the name of this is, it's the carnival one that had, maybe it was summertime. It had the roller coaster and the stamp set and the Ferris wheel. And so it had this paper and then more of just a glowing water type, above shot paper. So either one, any type of paper with a water theme is good. So, and then we're going to do a little tag for a sentiment. This is for our inner tube, and then these are our flip-flop pieces. So let's do our stamping first. So I'm using the new hybrid stamping pad from Stampin' Up. I'm just going to use this for our sentiments. And on the tag, and this is from the Party Banner dies, we're going to do Wishing Happiness Floats Your Way. And then, because we're doing the inner tube, I need my white base. This says, it's your day to make a splash. Cute. Okay, we're going to set those aside to dry. And we're going to stamp our inner tube. So I am using this one. It has like 4 big color blotches. Kind of do Pool Party. No, this is Coastal Cabana on Pool Party. So I want a little darker tone. Now, you know how inner tubes are shiny because they're made out of, plastic or rubber or whatever. I'm using just some packing tape. I'm going to take a piece of packing tape, put this over where we're going to die cut our inner tube. And here's the little die. So I like to put it this way, or you can put it this way. I just do it kind of in the middle, so I make sure that it's even on all 4 sides. And then we have this die cuts out both of our flip-flops at the same time, and then these are the little straps, and it cuts those out at the same time. So we're going to die cut these, and this is how they look. And do you see how shiny that is? Get a little bit of, yeah, there we go. Super shiny. It's so cute. Now there are little handles. I'm not going to mess with that, mostly because it's a little bit time consuming. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and glue my flip-flop straps on. And these have a left and a right foot, and the straps are also left and right. Make sure you get them right side up. But the inside has the higher little, you know, what's that called? Higher bend to it. A little sharper bend, and this one has a lower, rounder bend. So you want to make sure your flip-flops look right when you put them together. All right, I'll put just a teeny bit of glue. I don't want it to be right at the very tip, because usually, you know, you slide your toes in and then they go a little past. I'm not a big flip-flop wearer. I don't like things between my toes. Maybe that's why I'm not a big beach fan. I do like the beach occasionally, but I grew up going to the beach all the time, and I don't need to do that now. I don't need to do that anymore. I have done that. So I enjoy it when I go, but I am more of a lake mountain type of person, or the city. I like to go to the city. Okay, now to make, this is the easiest shaker card you'll ever have to make, or you'll ever need to make. Make sure your papers go in the right direction, and you get a clear envelope, one of our clear envelopes. Make sure that the flap is in the front. On the same side, you can see that little pull-off peel is in the front, where the front of my cardstock is. I'm going to slide it all the way in to that bottom left corner. Make sure it's nice and snug. And then I'm going to pour. I've got this pretty glitter that looks like ocean. So throw some of that in there. And then remove our backing. And then make sure it's nice and snug when you close it, so there's no gaps. Then we have this extra piece right here, and I'm just going to use Scotch tape to tape it down nice and tight so that my glitter stays in the front. It helps if you have chunkier glitter. Really fine glitter absolutely is going to sneak through no matter what. So I try to get really, you know, the nice chunky glitter. Isn't that pretty? I probably used more than I needed, but I think that's so pretty. Okay, now we're going to put double-sided tape all the way around. I'm trying to use up the last of each of these rolls. I have some thin rolls of double-sided tape I'm trying to get used up. So this is going to go all the way around. And then just tear out the edges. I see so many people. Oh, I finished that one. 2 down, yes. This one's got, I'll have plenty on this one. I see too many people struggling to cut this tape, and it does not need to be cut. It is called tear and tape. Now I'm going to put 2 strips on the back of my little tag here too. That'll help stick to the window. And then let's peel this off. And I know a lot of people struggle with this, and if you have nice nails, which I do not right now, I have very little nail, it's hard to get off, but using a paper piercer or your pick tool will help tremendously in getting that tape off. All right, now we're going to lay this on. This is actually supposed to go on the card front. I feel like this is supposed to be a blue card. My card's supposed to be blue. And we have a quarter sheet for some reason. So we're going to lay it on our quarter sheet of Pool Party. And then we're going to glue this right to the front of our card. Because for some reason on this card, I had extra white. Make sure I have my words inside right. I have extra white and just a quarter sheet of blue. So normally I would just put this on Pool Party card front, but we're going to put it on white and just glue it down there, because that's what was in my packet. All right. Got our card front, got the inside of our card. Let's add our tag. I'm going to just put my tag right about there. And then we are going to pop up the rest of our goodies here. I'm just going to use 3 for my inner tube. I have it kind of coming over a little bit. And then we're going to add our flip-flops. Sunglasses would have been good on here too. I'm using some Melon Mambo flip-flops. It's kind of maybe overlap right there. And then we're going to add a couple of sequins. These are the Sunset Sparkle sequins. I'm going to use, I have just a little bit of blue. We use blue during classes, and I have 3 small ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and use 2 of those to add to our card. And isn't that cute? I love this one. Who wouldn't want to get that in the mail for their birthday? That ink takes a little while to dry. I think it's already kind of smeared just a hair. But I will find my sand eraser and try to get rid of that smear. Here we go. Oh, threw it in the garbage by mistake. Come back. No, I have hardly anything in here. There it is. Just make sure with this ink that you let it dry for a good amount of time before you stamp or before you touch it, because it does take a few more seconds. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that project. This was one of my favorite ones in a while because I love shaker cards, and this one was super easy. Don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already done so you don't miss out on future videos. Lots of glitter going on here. And then when you place an order of $50 or more online with me, I'll send you a kit of that month's card class projects for free. So who doesn't love free stuff? And we have new stuff coming out, new products, stamps and papers and embellishments, all kinds of really cool stuff coming out in July. So make sure to check my website for that, and I will post measurements and supplies on my blog. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Let's see who we have on. We've got Lori. Hi, Lori. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Faye Ellen. I hope everybody's having a good day. We have bingo tomorrow night. I'm getting ready for that. And if you're in the local Northeast Arkansas area, Southeast Missouri, or close to Memphis, we're having a big estate sale on Saturday from 9 to 6 at Prospect Baptist Church out on North 351. I think it's 1603 Highway 351 in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And it's 13 carloads of product. We have tons of stuff, literally a ton of product, and probably, I don't even know. We have so much designer paper, cardstock, stamp sets, dies and bundles. There's adhesives, some storage items, tools. What else? Oh, hundreds of embellishments, ribbons. I have boxes of ribbons. A lot of things aren't even open. A lot of things are brand new. Some are gently used. So please come out. Donations are for good causes. And I hope to see you all then. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.